Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video over on PrizePicks. I got my 3 favorite plays for today. We got the World Cup today. It's going to be absolutely huge. Third day of knockouts. And guys, we got some big games planned today. I'm not going to say these games are as good as yesterday's ones because, guys, just look at the cinema we got yesterday. Brazil winning in extra time. Germany, Paraguay, upset. Paraguay winning on penalties. Morocco, Netherlands, slight upset. Morocco winning on penalties. Absolutely ridiculous scenes yesterday. But, guys, we still got some big names playing today. We got Holland playing today. We got Mbappe, and basically every player on France is a superstar playing today. And then Mexico, Ecuador is probably going to be the closest game of the day. We will see how all of them go. Now, before we get into anything else, I got 3 plays today, but I want you guys to go ahead and hit that like button. It takes you 2 seconds, completely free. I know there are some of you guys I talk to who literally hit that like button every single day. I really do appreciate you guys. It's the reason the channel's doing better nowadays. So I appreciate you guys. Hit that like button. Now let's move in to the recap from the day before. I will always recap the plays from the day before. Sometimes before the, picks, sometimes after the picks. But let's just talk about it right now. Starting off with, unfortunately, on the free picks, Gil cashed. Santos did not. What we really wanted here was Brazil to score a couple early, go up ahead early against Japan, and then for them to not care about the possession very much. But Japan actually scored first, meaning that Brazil had all of the possession for basically the entire second half, and he obviously pushed on the over there. Netherlands, Morocco, De Jong literally played 104 minutes and still couldn't hit the over. I don't know what to say about that. Genuinely do not know what to say there. On the VIP, though, we smacked out this play right here. We smacked out these 2 CFL duos, and then Kimmich and Ta went way over their lines, so easy cashes. And guys, like I always say, we're not going to win more slips than we lose, right? We're going to lose a lot more slips than we win, but when we win, they're going to be huge wins. This was a 9x cash, meaning that we only sent out 3 plays today. 1, 2, 3. Well, there's 2 plays today. One of them, this was from a day before. Meaning that we literally only sent out 3 plays today, but one of them paid out for 9x. Meaning that that's really 6 unit profit day, even though we lost 2 slips and we won 1 slip, right? Here, could have been way bigger, honestly. If Japan, just doesn't score super early, Ito's going to get more possession. He's going to hit the over here. And if Netherlands actually just plays like a competent soccer team, then these guys are going to hit the over. I don't know why they were clearing the ball every single time, letting Morocco have all the possession in the world. Genuinely, Morocco should have won that game in regular time. It should not have been close at all. Now, over the World Cup challenge, unfortunately, Netherlands advancing did not cash. So this 1.3 units profit is going to be a little bit of a loss. But we smacked out the both teams to score on Brazil, Japan. And then this was a loss. Germany did not get more than 2.5 goals. So a little bit of a rough day, honestly, on the challenge. But guys, we're up big on the challenge so far, so I'm not too worried. It was a 2.5K to a 5K challenge, just sending out straight picks for every single World Cup game. I've sent out, now I can't even remember how many picks it's been, but we are up from the 2,500 we started at. Now we're up at $4,000 in the account. So our 2,500 to 5K is looking great. We're already at 1.5K, feeling really good. Now, before I get into the picks for today, if you want to get access to all those picks and all the PrizePicks plays as well, join up in the VIP, bro. It's 100% free to get in. All you got to do is sign up on Rebet. You're getting 2 months of VIP for free. All you got to do is use code FFBAM or DM me the word Rebet to 919-307-1980. You can literally scroll out of the YouTube video. It'll stay popped up in the corner. Then you can go type in this number right here, 919-307-1980. DM me the word Rebet. I'll text you guys back. Super easy. I'll help you guys get on the app using code FFBAM. And they also got a $100 purchase match, which is 6. So you put in 20 bucks, you start with 40 bucks. You put in 40 bucks, you start with 80 bucks. You do what I recommend, which is max it out, right? Put in 100 bucks. They're going to start you off with $200 in your account. So everything that you've already risked by depositing on the app, you literally made back in bonus funds immediately. There's no reason not to do it. Now, getting into our first pick of the day, we're not going to actually go over PrizePicks. We're locking this one in on Rebet. We're taking Norway to advance. So this is not Norway to win the 90-minute game, right? This is Norway to advance. So even if it's a tie and Norway win extra time, even if it's a tie and extra time as well, and Norway win on penalties, this is still going to green out. All that we care about is that Norway are the team advancing in this matchup. Now, why do we like this particular matchup? Norway have played immensely well, and you must not forget, Norway actually rested their entire team up against France in the 3rd match day. So they've literally been chilling for basically 2 weeks, more like 10 days now. It has been such a breeze for this Norwegian team because if we look at who they have played as well, if we look at who they have played, right? They've played some good teams. They've played some good games. They've honestly been battle tested Iraq was kind of a cupcake matchup, and they smacked them. Senegal was a very difficult matchup. This was an easy 3-1. Senegal made it look close by scoring in the last couple of minutes, but this was an easy winner for Norway, probably the toughest matchup they faced so far. Then they put up their B team to go play up against France. They kind of got slapped, but honestly, it was relatively close. If that guy makes the penalty, in the second half, it's a 3-2 game. I mean, it was low-key close. Their BT playing up against France. And if we look at Ivory Coast, right? Ivory Coast, how they've been doing, if we look at their matches, let's see if I can find this, right? What's happened here is that they had a very close game against Germany, who we now know are honestly not as good as we thought. Like Germany, who, if you look at what's happened in this tournament, they've won 2 games and they've lost 2 games. Of course, I mean, I didn't think they were trying too much against Ecuador, but they were certainly trying against Paraguay, and they got smoked. Like, obviously they were the better team in that game, but they were supposed to be losing. They were supposed to be winning that game, right? You can't be losing on penalties to Paraguay. It just can't happen. So they played Germany even. That's kind of their claim to fame. They only beat Curacao 2-0. Only. Like, that should be way more than that. Curacao is not very strong. And then they beat Ecuador 1-0. Like, this team, and this game was so bad, I can't lie. This game was horrible. They won in literally the 90th minute. Cote d'Ivoire, honestly, their defense is okay. Their offense is ridiculously overhyped. I just don't see a world where they even score a goal. That's the thing. I don't see a path for them to score and put the ball in the back of Norway's net when Norway have been relatively strong defensively, right? Obviously, their B team gave up a few goals, 3 goals, to Ousmane Dembele in 30 minutes, but that's not really what we're caring about, right? We're looking at what happened against Iraq. We're looking at what happened against Senegal, right? This Norway team is very, very solid defensively, and they obviously have the X factor, which is Holland up top. And speaking of Holland, we're going to get into that right now. But yeah, locking this one in on rebet. You're getting 1,000 coins equals 1568. And I'm playing this with coins. You can play this with rebet cash. You can do whatever you want. But guys, lock this one in on rebet. If you're not on rebet yet, bro, DM me the word DM me the word rebet. Use code FFBAM to sign up. And you're not just getting 1 month of VIP for free. You're getting 2 months of VIP for free. So basically from now all the way until the NFL starts, that's a long ass time. Yeah, you're getting all that for free just for signing up for rebet. Now let's get into the picks for today. And we're actually going to start it off with that Holland play right there. We're taking Erling Haaland on the over at 16 fantasy score. Haaland cashed this in both of the games that he has played in this World Cup, going for 30 fantasy score and 28 fantasy score. Obviously, he scored 2 in both of those games, right? But I'm still really liking this one on the over. If we look at the fantasy score here, I can see if I can find the breakdown. Yeah, here it is. Okay, for the alpha fantasy score, right? The goal is equal to 10 points. So if he scores a goal, we're basically greened easasy winner, right? There's no way he doesn't get this with a goal. A shot, which he should be farming these, 1 point. Shot on target, 1 point. Pass attempts, so 0.5. So he literally needs 20 of these to get 1 point from that. Easy. Shot assisted, he's getting all of these. Genuinely, he's getting a lot of these. Maybe not these last ones, but like, he's not going to also not pick up a ton of fouls as well. I don't see an attacker picking up too many fouls. So these minuses shouldn't really be affecting Haaland's fantasy score. The main thing is if he scores, we're greening. And even if he doesn't score, as long as they generate a lot of offensive pressure, if he gets an assist or just farms shots, honestly, it's possible that he gets like 6 or 7 shots here and get a few of them on target, right? We should be good here. We genuinely should be good. And the goal here, I mean, counts for a shot on target too. I don't think it counts for a shot and a shot on target, but yeah, it is ridiculously profitable, this play right here. I like it more than any of the other Haaland picks. If you're looking at the other Haaland picks, I mean, do they even have his goals up? They have him as a goblin, right? Pro tip, instead of taking the goblin for the goals, just take him for the regular for the fantasy score. If he gets a goal, he's getting 11 fantasy score right away. Very, very likely that he's going to hit the over after he gets, a couple attempted dribbles, a couple passes in there. Should be easy, easy money. So don't take this goblin pick. Don't be like 29,000 other dumbasses on PrizePicks. Part of my language, but a lot of people on PrizePicks do lose. Don't take the goblin. Take this one right here. Erling Haaland at 16 fantasy score. I absolutely love this one. And I do think Norway will advance. Honestly, pretty easily. I don't see this one going to extra time. Now, let's get into play number 2. We're going to go over to the second game, and we're taking Kylian Mbappe on the over here. Now, I just said don't take every single popular pick, but we are taking the popular pick right here. We're taking Kylian Mbappe over 2 shots on target. I like quite a few of these lines, honestly. I think they're a little bit too low. This 22.5 fantasy score is honestly a little bit too high for me. Kind of scary. But 2 shots on target should be good, at least for a push. At least for a push. Push would be obviously if he gets 2 shots on target exactly. But hey, I like this one a ton. Going up against Sweden, I think that Sweden's defensive front are honestly not as bad as some of the defenses France has faced so far. And people are going really high on France right now just because they slapped Norway's B team, looking like the best team in the world. But yeah, guys, they're going to look like the best team in the world against Norway. If we look at what happened really here against Senegal, they looked like even. They genuinely looked even, maybe even the worst team for the first half. This was a really bad showing for them. And it was only until Mbappe broke the deadlock at 66 minutes that they actually started winning, right? Against Iraq, of course, they should be winning this, and they did win this, right? This Sweden team, I would say, might even be the best competition they've faced so far. It should have been Norway, but Norway obviously didn't play their starters. So this Sweden team will probably be the best competition they've faced so far. And Sweden have been absolutely battle tested. They came through a super difficult group going into this. If we look at them, they drew Japan. I was about to say they drew Sweden. They drew Japan. They slapped Tunisia and they got slapped by Netherlands. Like, this team is absolutely ready for the moment here. I think they can at least get out of that first half with a 0-0. That'd be a huge dub, or even just a 1-0, or 0-1, I guess I should say. Huge dub for Sweden. As long as they can keep this one close, Mbappe should be able to get more and more shots on target. As this France team heats up, I don't see them trying to rest him or, trying to slow him down. He's in the golden boot race. There's no reason to rest him. Like, you're going to get him out there. You're going to keep on farming this man as much as possible. Have him be ready. Have him be warm for the next game. And I mean, I suppose, of course, now their next game is a little bit easier, going up against Paraguay if they win this, instead of probably it would have been Germany, right? Most people predicted Germany. But they're still not going to change their mentality based on who they might face in the next round. You got to play who's in front of you. This Sweden team, as long as they can get out of the first half with 0-0, not be a blowout already, I love this play for Kylian Mbappe. Now, last thing I want to say before I get to my last pick of the day, my third and final pick, third pick on PrizePicks, fourth pick overall. Hit that subscribe button too, guys, and make sure you guys are in the Discord. The subscribe button is super easy. I mean, like, you want to get the link for this pick, though, join up in the Discord. The Discord is free. You guys can join up, get all my picks. I think we got over 1,500 members in here now. We literally made it like 2 months ago. So, super active community. You guys can be in there. And if you are in the VIP section, you will get access to the VIP chat, the VIP lab, which is where a bunch of other people post their picks. And there's no reason not to be in here, man. So join up in the Discord. The VIP stuff is obviously paid unless you sign up for Rebet. But you can get on the free picks here. And if you want to get on the VIP other ways, we got other ways. You can join VIP. You can get free VIP. There's so many different ways you guys can lock in. Now, let's get back into play for today. We're not going to spend too much time on this last one because this video is running a little bit long. But we're taking Cesar Montes on the over at 5 clearances here. Do I think Mexico are that great of a team? No. I think they're a little bit overhyped. I think they kind of got by on a really easy group. South Africa was by far and away, I think, the second best team in that group. I did not really like how South Korea played. Definitely did not like how Czechia played. And South Africa saying that they're the best team in the group. This South Africa was horrible. Like, game one, South Africa was completely different from what they look like right now. Or I guess what they looked like on Sunday. But guys, this Mexico team has not been battle tested. South Korea was an easy win. Czechia was another easy win. They are not as solid as people think. Ecuador, on the other hand, looked like they started off like horrible against Cote d'Ivoire, lost. Then they drew to Curacao, another really bad thing. And then they kind of just locked in. They locked in. They knew what they had to do, which was beat Germany. They got the job done, even though Germany obviously were not playing their number one squad out there. And now they're on a completely upwards trend. I think this one could be more 50-50 than people think. If we look at the win probability here, I guess Google maybe not be the best source, but here we are. Mexico's getting a 44% probability, whereas Ecuador's only getting 24. I think this is honestly closer to, 40 and 30 or 35-35, honestly. Like, this should be significantly closer than it is right now. And that being said, that leads me to taking a guy like Cesar Montes, who honestly has hit in some of these games. When he played up against, he obviously didn't play that middle game because he got a red card. I believe in South Africa game, he got a red card, so that means he couldn't play in that South Korea game. But if you look at what's happened here, against South Africa, he did not hit the over because South Africa were not really attacking very much. When your team is not defending you a lot, obviously you're not going to get clearances, right? The ball's not going to come to near your goal very much. But if your team is defending more than expected, you're going to go more than your projected clearances line. So yeah, and this is what happened in the Czechia game. Even though it was 3-0 at the end, this was actually, not that bad of a game from Czechia. So I do like this one a ton. I think if Ecuador at least just, get some offensive pressure, which looks like they have been doing a lot better recently, this one should cash. And yeah, it's the last play of the day. We got Holland, we got Mbappe, we got Montes, and let's go 3-0, man. That's all I got. I appreciate you watching the video. and let's make some money on the World Cup on